I was born in Hyderabad, which is in the central part of India.
I've spent 24 years already at Microsoft. My great-grandfather, who was a marginal farmer, had just passed away, leaving my great-grandmother a young widow with 2 sons and no source of income. To provide for her sons and their future, she had to move to a town nearby and make some difficult choices. She became a domestic servant, but still could only afford to send one of her sons to school. While the 2 boys were close in age, both in grade school, one was seen as being more responsible, while the other was a bit of a troublemaker. My great-grandmother opted to send the more responsible, diligent son, viewed as having more potential, into the workforce. He became a day laborer at a construction site. He would continue in that field for the rest of his life, never given the opportunity to gain new skills and gain higher level employment. The other son was sent to the local school, and that boy was my grandfather. Despite being seen as being less responsible, he continued through school and eventually became a police officer. Despite entering the workforce nearly a decade after his brother, his starting salary was exponentially higher. It was my grandfather's education and the eventual career that enabled my father to pursue his own education, which eventually allowed me to follow my own passions. The opportunity my grandfather was given impacted the trajectories of the generations to come. This personal story reflects that often repeated adage, talent is everywhere, but opportunity is not. I want everyone to imagine the world we're building for tomorrow. Just as my grandfather's opportunity changed the trajectory of our family, this is what inspires me. How can we collectively come together to democratize the educational opportunity for every student, both for this generation and the generations to come? Thank you all very, very much. I'm a lifelong learner. I get energized when I see people achieve high standards in anything. At work, when somebody comes to me with an idea that they've implemented and it's something that I've not seen before, that's the thing that gets me going. As I say, I buy more books than I can finish. I've always felt that I have confidence. This is one of those fascinating things, right? I've learned, which is all great achievement happens only when you have self-belief and you have confidence in yourself. But there is this fine line between confidence and hubris that I've always felt that I want to be on the side of confidence, not hubris. Or you have to believe about your own idea and have deep passion to go pursue it. It takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of energy to be an entrepreneur. And I think that therein lies, I think, your secret to success, which is your ability to overcome every constraint and every obstacle. If anything, I would say, especially for entrepreneurs, is you gotta sustain that sense of energy over a long period of time. clearly there was a concept that you fell in love with that got you to create this startup. Now, the reality is that concept itself will morph as you learn more about your customers, as you learn more about your competition, as you learn more about your environment, that concept itself will evolve. But the thing that from day one that you will have to keep in mind is the capability that you need to build to chase after that concept.
To me, we have a very clear vision of what it is that we're trying to get done. I think that sense of purpose and identity is what makes companies successful, not just doing everything. And so to me, that's what will drive whatever we do.